A 6-3 vote, the highest court ruled that the state of California was discriminating against religion when it restricts coronavirus gatherings. Still tonight, at least one Bay Area county says all indoor gatherings will remain banned. KTVU's Candace Charles joins us now live with more on this court's decision. Candace.
Good evening, Andre. That's right. Places of worship in California are now free to hold indoor services thanks to that Supreme Court ruling late Friday night. But as church doors in counties across the state begin to open doors for indoor services, Santa Clara County says it won't be happening there.
It's a shepherd with no sheep.
Since the start of the pandemic, empty pews have been the norm.
It's very important for people of faith to have access to the faith. But then again, I understood the reasoning.
Father Michael Quinn of St. Brendan Parish in San Francisco says he's been holding services outside or online to abide by state health orders attempting to contain the spread of the coronavirus. But church doors across the state are beginning to open. Late Friday night, the Supreme Court ruled that California can no longer ban indoor worship services, citing discrimination against religion for placing stricter rules on places of worship.
If people have the right to go to the store to buy stuff, what they need, they should have the right to come to worship.
Celebrating their human rights, priests have come forward to commend the ruling. In a statement, Archbishop Salvatore J. Cordileone of the San Francisco Diocese says this is a very significant step forward for human rights. As Christians, we are members of a church, which literally means an assembly of people coming together to worship God. This is our identity. It is in our very nature to gather in person to give honor and glory to God. This is a breath of fresh air in dark times.
It's sort of a little bit analogous to a baseball game, watching it on television versus being there in person. It's a different feel, probably a better feel being there in person.
While many churchgoers are happy to return indoors for worship services, some have concerns.
I think they should have kept the ban on indoor services, not until everybody's vaccinated, because I think it's more important to be safe.
And he's not alone. Santa Clara County says they will not follow the Supreme Court ruling, continuing its ban on all indoor gatherings. While the ban some believe eased those concerns, some churches say it's violated their human rights. San Jose's Calvary Chapel was one of those churches, accumulating $1 million in fines for violating health orders by continuing indoor worship services.
It is just ridiculous, and we're hoping that we are able to really begin to see some movement on those fines as a result of these cases.
But with this recent Supreme Court ruling, the church's lawyer tells me she hopes this will get churches back to focusing on what they do best: worship.
We believe this was the case from the beginning, and it's been a long road to get here, but we're just going to keep plowing down the road, keep defending the church, and keep standing up for religious freedom.
Now, as churches begin to open, there are a few regulations the state is keeping in place and some that you should be aware of. There's no singing or chanting. Now, the Supreme Court didn't roll this out, citing health concerns. Calvary Church attorney tells me they're going to continue to push for a change to this. But in the meantime, you should also take into account there will be social distancing when you do go to the church again. And of course, you must wear a mask. And that 25% capacity limit must be followed. Now, with the emergency ruling in place, many churches open today, and some will have Sunday service for the first time in a long time tomorrow. For now, reporting live, Candace Charles, KTVU, Fox 2 News.